I'm Laura Rose, and on this episode of Change Starts at Home, health and wellness coach Jamie Dougherty will show us how to make a week's worth of healthy snacks that your kids are going to love. Jamie, thanks so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure.
As a mom, we're always scrambling to find something healthy and easy to prepare that our kids will actually eat when they take them to school and after school. So what have you brought us today?
Well, I've got 5 things here that are actually really quick and easy for you to make or even for your kids to make, which is really what it's about, right? Getting them involved in their food. The first one I've got are some fruit skewers. Normally you would just send fruit in a container, but this way it kind of makes it fun and colorful. And this is something that they can do the night before.
They would love that.
Exactly. Yeah. After dinner, you just have them do it, and it's really simple and easy. The second thing I've got is tamari roasted pumpkin seeds. And tamari is a naturally fermented soy sauce that has no MSG, no preservatives. And pumpkin seeds are actually really great for you because they're high in folic acid, which is really good for building strong bones and immunity. So you mix them together, and you get this crunchy, salty combo, which is perfect as a substitute for, let's say, like chips or anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we don't want to put chips in your kid's bag. What else is crunchy and salty? Right. Tamari roasted pumpkin seeds.
Okay, I didn't even know what tamari was, that it existed. So that's good to know. And this would be so fun this fall, like where we do carving pumpkins and then take it to the next step, and they get to make this with you.
Exactly, and that way nothing goes to waste, right?
I love it.
So that everything is being used, and you're actually turning your project into food, and it's a lot of fun.
That's perfect. I love it. They would love that too. Okay.
And so the next thing I've got is a quinoa and black bean pilaf. And what I love about this is that you can actually make it for dinner the night before, and then you send the leftovers as a snack for the kids. So quinoa and black beans both are loaded with protein, and it gives you an idea that snacks don't have to be dry, pre-packaged foods, right? They can actually be real foods that your kids can enjoy.
Right. It's so pretty too. And what is this quinoa? Because I keep hearing about it. It's like this sort of trending right now.
It's very popular.
Yeah.
Yes, quinoa is actually a South American seed that was called the gold of the Incas because it gave their warriors such crazy stamina. Yeah,
I like that. That might be good for other people in the house.
It might be good for everybody. Yeah. So, and then it also has the amino acid lysine in it, which is really good for tissue repair. So, especially if your kids play a lot of sports, this would be a great snack for them.
Okay.
Another one that I love is peanut butter dates. And these aren't even going to make it out of the house. I'm telling you, you are going to make them and eat them and keep them for yourself.
They're so pretty.
They are. You know, I love dates because they're super sweet. And I mean, like, sweeter than candy, but they're natural. They've got a ton of iron in them, which I love. And then peanut butter, I mean, who doesn't love peanut butter? You know, you just want to make sure that it's a completely natural, organic peanut butter, so no added fat, no added sugar. It's just organic peanuts and salt.
Okay, question for you on this one. A lot of people can't take any sort of nut products in right now because there's nut allergies.
Right.
So what would you replace the peanut butter with?
Well, it depends on the school. Well, it depends on the school that your kids go to. Some just have no peanuts, so you can put in almond butter, cashew butter. Some say no nuts, so you could do a sunflower seed butter or something like that. If there was no nuts and no seeds, you know, you could just
I've never seen no seeds.
Okay.
So that's a good option to know that you could do. Okay.
Yeah, so a sunflower seed butter would be great.
Awesome. And what's next?
Lastly, this is actually really important, is trail mix. You know, trail mix is something that is really easy to put in your kid's bag and go, but usually it's loaded with low quality fats and sugar, which you don't want your children to be eating. So easy enough, you just make your own. All you gotta do is buy packaged, you know, raw sunflower seeds, walnuts, almonds, whatever your kids like, some dried fruit. I've got some gorgeous dried cherries and dried apricots. You mix it all together and you can make a bunch of it and it'll last for weeks.
Well, these are all things that they can do too, which I love, and they're gonna feel so much better about eating it, you know, and sharing with their friends. I made these last night, and these are all fantastic. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
So for these recipes and many more, visit changestartsathome.com or jamieliving.com and join us for the next episode of Change Starts at Home.